It is an honor to announce our next inductee, Dr. Phil Laemmle. Over his 34-year career at the University of Louisville, Phil Laemmle has had a variety of roles, all affecting the lives of literally thousands of students. Dr. Laemmle received his BA and MA in political science from the University of Texas, Austin, and his PhD from Indiana University. Since coming to the University of Louisville in the fall of 1972, he taught political science courses to approximately 9,000 students. And I feel that way some days. And supervised internships and directed graduate theses and independent studies for more than 350 students. For 30 years, he also served as faculty advisor to Pi Sigma Alpha, the Political Science Honor Society. Dr. Laemmle also wore an administrative hat during his tenure here at A&S. He served as chair of the Political Science Department from 1979 to 1985, and as chair of Liberal Studies in 1986 to 87. He served on the Faculty Senate for more than 15 years, and on numerous college and university committees. In addition, Dr. Laemmle worked for 3 university presidents as university ritualist. In that capacity, he presided over more than 30 commencement ceremonies, 2 presidential inaugurations, and countless campus ceremonies. Dr. Laemmle won numerous awards over the course of his career, including the Philip Grant Davidson Award for Outstanding Faculty Member of the College of Arts and Sciences, the University Distinguished Teaching Award, the Naamani Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Political Science Department, the University Outstanding Performance Award, and the CASE Professor of the Year Award. Perhaps most meaningfully, in 1989, Dr. Laemmle received the University of Louisville's first Trustees Award, which was established to recognize faculty who have had an extraordinary impact on students, both inside and outside the classroom. He was named Professor Emeritus in 2005. Dr. Phil, as many students call him, officially welcomed more than 34,000 freshmen to UofL with his infamous biscuit speech, in which he challenged students not to leave college with the same chunk of dough they were when they started. His dynamic teaching style engaged students and continually pushed them to go beyond their comfort zones. As university ritualist, he led many of those same students down the aisle at commencement, challenging them to be of service to their communities and the world. Informally, Dr. Laemmle kept students engaged and involved with his irreverent humor, technological savvy, passion for UofL athletics, and his genuine concern about the welfare of all students. One nominator remarked that whether it was dress-up days, the technology drop, end of the semester parties, a good prank, or just hanging out in his office, there was always fun to be had when Phil was around. Many nominators noted that his office was always open to those seeking advice. Advice, a little encouragement or prodding, or just a good laugh. Dr. Laemmle's commitment to the overall student experience was, for many, the force that shaped and defined their college careers. More than 30 A&S alumni nominated Dr. Laemmle for the Hall of Honor. One of the nominators captured the overriding sentiment toward Dr. Phil quite well when he said, "Dr. Laemmle's accomplishments and formal contributions to the university are well known, but perhaps his biggest impact was in being a friend and trusted counselor to thousands of students. More than one time in my college career, I sought Dr. Laemmle's advice after getting off track in one way or another, and he always helped me back on path. In so many ways, I feel that the attachment and loyalty that I feel to UofL today is because of Dr. Laemmle. I can't imagine anyone more deserving of this honor. For his service, leadership, and long-standing commitment to our community of students, we are privileged to welcome to the A&S Hall of Honor, Dr. Phil Laemmle.
You know, my remarks are kind of like an elephant's trunk. You run maybe a lot bigger when you do it. I wrote one thing to myself. Lucy Freiberg chewed my rear end out so bad for sons and daughters in the alma mater. Because I was blithely unaware of this when we did it in commencement. She said, "You got to change that." Okay, they didn't change it. Not my fault. I said to change it. They didn't change it. Next time, it was changed. That's the other side. I don't have a PowerPoint for those of you who are in class. I'm sorry. I had to make notes to myself so I can remember. I have to thank my wife, Sandra, who has so much patience. For those of you who know me, you don't even know how much patience she's got. I'd like to thank the committee, all those who nominated me, and members of the college community. And that's students, faculty, and staff. I'm going to say just a second about that in just a little bit. And finally, to my neighbors on both sides who bought houses and are former students, which must every night they go to bed say, "God is perverse, isn't it?" Tim Hines, whose middle name was Interim, for those of you who remember, called me and said, "What are you going to say?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." And he said, "Well, remember, my philosophy is walk time is talk time." But I gave a little bit more thought to that. And he also told me, and Dean Hudson probably say the same thing, he said, "My major job was to make sure you didn't get fired." So Provost did. All right. Provost, I'll tell these stories anyway. I don't care about that. Every year after commencement, we'd get these irate calls. He said this, he said that. Oh, well, it's America. And, so the year I retired, I'm still doing commencement. I'm kind of like hurt. Just kind of keep coming back. But, so this woman called, and I don't know what I'd done, but she said, "Oh, you just awful." She said, "Good, I'm going to fire him." And "Oh, no, don't do that." I said, "No, he's fired, thank you." And she was like, it felt so good to be positive. I'm not really very possessed of a large amount of humility or a sense of nostalgia, but tonight, I'm honored to have been a part of this college. It's just double to get this. It was a wonderful experience. Now, I used to tell students this. Many of the students in this audience, former students, sat through the biscuit speech. And in the biscuit speech, I used to say several things. But one of them is, when you come to college, you're young and stupid. And you were. And you are not anymore. The one thing I learned from college, my college experience as a professor, is to take credit for all your innumerable successes. You guys, it is the greatest pleasure in the world to have continuous contact with successful students. And when I said this, the college really works because it's made up of students, faculty, and staff working together. And when it works, it really works.